Read, nigga! Read!
Surprised? Yeah, that's right. We've entered one video a week territory. And I don't mean one every 7 days. I'm saying you'll get one video in the week. But enough about me, let's talk about you. This motherfucker's been getting away with crap like this for a while, so here's my take on this. For context, Salty, Toasty, Harley and I watched and reacted to Spete's most recent video on a Twitch stream where we wasted like 2 hours of our time because good lord this video is hilariously bad.
There I am, Gary, there I am!
Seething right now, you know. It's like, bro, what?
It's like every moment of the day, I'm like, did a smaller commentator talk about me? Oh no,
Spete spent 20 minutes fumbling around trying to make an actual point. And since I'm not a complete brainlet, I'll actually show evidence.
Gotcha, bitch!
Now then, it's time to criticize this video. You guys don't know who Spete is, do you? Oh, you do? Well, I'm so excited, I'll explain anything.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
A clown. Spete is a Friday Night Funkin' channel with 149,000 subscribers. I would have said 151,000 a week ago, but Spete is currently having his fallen off arc. Joking aside, Spete really started to hit it off when he started posting videos of porn in his thumbnails. Nigga? Yeah, I actually read that right. Spete gained a following from clickbaiting videos with porn. Yeah, I'd had my sub count too at that point. I could have 1 million subs and still want to kill myself. Hey, I can look past the whole porn thumbnails as long as his points are solid and he provides good evidence.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
To almost nobody's surprise, Spete's points are quite similar to a metal box you'd see in your local alleyway. So what I'm trying to say is that his points are bad. They're just shit. Spete makes bad points. And his evidence is as shallow as my backyard pool. We don't have a backyard pool. A great example is a little Twitter spout he had with a creator called Kosan, where he accused them of attacking a cancer patient. That's actually a pretty large claim to be making. I hope we provide good evidence. By the way, before I continue, I'm using the doc created by Liam McAllister, also known as Narancha Best Boy. They were really in depth and I'll leave the doc in the description. So anyway, his evidence was shit.
Specifically, if you look at the image again that Colson screen capped of his violation, it says violating our rules against hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of disability or serious disease. So if someone is neurodivergent and you are harassing them, then that is a violation of Twitter's terms of service. It should be pretty obvious. I do believe this is so similar to when Colson harassed the cancer patient for criticizing their mod. It seems like this is a repeated process for Colson and the people that revolve around Colson, like Civil and BB Panzu and those people that are in the modding community for Friday Night Funkin'.
What the fuck is this? I'm gone!
And 40k likes on it, and was a thumbnail that was directly approved by YouTube. There was no problem with this until people decided to warp this perspective and slander my name. And all of this stems from me exposing Colson for being a person that targets and harasses individuals within the community that want to criticize him. Many members in this community decided to support Colson. I don't think the entirety of Friday Night Funkin' is toxic. I think there is a small group of individuals that like to perpetuate this harassment and toxicity.
Right, so let's look at these screenshots. The evidence provided doesn't even prove his point. Hiding evidence and removing context. That's weird because that's something a certain inmate would do. And you rejected that entire idea, didn't you, Spete?
This ain't it, Chief!
Oh, and let's not forget about Gege Coin and the first proper instance of Spete crying harassment. His evidence to no one's surprise is terrible. Just look at what this segment is called, for fuck's sakes. His evidence is that Gege liked and retweeted tweets making fun of Spete.
Do not go out of your way to harass anyone if you follow my content. This is something I do not condone and never want you to do. I will not support this or encourage it. It's literally what we should stand against and exactly what I've been dealing with from FNFHT mod stands.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. Are you?
My personal favorite is where Spete tried to claim a game made to show racists that different races aren't so bad is racist.
Whether they were silently supporting it with likes and retweets, or actively participating in it and sending me hate messages as well. I pinpointed one individual out of the community, and I think that was the wrong thing for me to do. I talked about Gegcoin supporting the harassment, which I did note that he was doing.
Wrong.
He had been in support of Colson, who was known for harassing cancer patients,
is a very
and using his audience as a weapon.
Google.
The more toxic side of the community goes directly to homophobic, racist slurs, ableist slurs, everything that you can imagine that is just bigotry. They go directly to that. And Ninja Muffin stems from Newgrounds, has been an artist for a long time, and is somebody that has grown up in that community. So to know that they used to use transphobic and racist and homophobic slurs and make homophobic and racist statements,
Of your rock.
Get this is about to be insane. He said the game was racist. If Spete did any type of research, he would have immediately realized that the game was advertised like this to show racists how dumb they're being. Huh, that's crazy. It's almost like Spete didn't do his research and took things out of context in order to make someone look worse. If you have more brain cells than Spete, you'll be noticing a pattern. How bizarre is it that the guy who acts like he's above it all is unable to know what a joke is? How lazy can you be? You didn't even bother to cut the screenshot. Hello? Luke? Yeah, is that Luke? Yeah, you gotta pick up his son, he's fucking drunk. Nah, but this is old stuff. Let's leave this in the past. Let's talk about more recent things, the Miss ZZ stuff. If you're starting to notice a pattern, Spete straight away starts to bullshit a point out of his ask and claim harassment.
Hey, Miss ZZ, first of all, I'd like to say that I'm happy that a video I made calling out those awful FNF/Among Us animation channels helped you find that your art was being traced and used excessively in those animations. While I'm happy that I was able to help with this, I would appreciate it if you could remove any information about my channel from your video. I do not want to be mentioned in your video about this subject. I'll explain why. Since you made your video, I have been targeted with harassment from people that think I am the one that stole your art and traced your artwork. People are flooding my comment section accusing me of stealing your art.
These are the comments that count as harassment, by the way. God, Gen Z's so fucking soft. If you seriously think that this is harassment, I can only imagine how well Spete takes criticism. Actually, no, that's an unfair comparison. I'm sure he handles criticism very well. So from what I understand, Spete is mad that he was mentioned in a video and got a few comments calling him an art thief. Miss ZZ makes a good argument by saying that she has no control over the person who chose to strike Spete, but apparently that just isn't good enough.
I can understand why people are confused about this. For some reason, I am heavily mentioned in the beginning of your video, and Quick Sus, who is the channel that stole your art, isn't mentioned by name in the video for some reason. At least, not in the first 5 minutes. I'm not sure why I was mentioned at all, to be honest. If it's not too much trouble, please edit any mention of me out of your video. My channel is being false copyright strike since your video was released. I do my absolute best to credit artists and use images, videos, and music with fair use in mind. To be honest, the damage has already been done, but I can tell your video will continue to gain traction, causing more and more people to confuse me for the person that stole and traced your art. Many people have said I could sue you for defamation and win because of the strike I'm dealing with. That is actually looking pretty reasonable right about now, after reading your tweets about me. A privacy claim isn't legal action, but I'm sure you could care less about the finer details about things. You should watch what you say. If this copyright claim goes to court, I will be looking into what I can do about the damages you in your video have caused.
Are you kidding me? Peaceful resolution, my ass. You really are trying to push me into a corner here. I edit out the section including you in my video. That's the extent of my involvement. You need to leave me the fuck alone.
I do not want to talk to you or about you. Keep me out of your mouth. I will pursue this legally if the time comes.
So Spete threatened to sue. Sorry, I mean take legal action. Not sue, guys, okay? Remember, not sue. What led up to such a dramatic action is Spete being mentioned in a video and him getting a copyright strike. Even though he didn't get a strike to begin with and he's being a massive baby. And the fact that Miss ZZ had nothing to do with the strike. Spete then does the exact same thing he was crying about and then threatened legal action. Like, does Spete really think that Miss ZZ can just tell all of her fans not to do a thing? And apparently it was entirely ZZ's fault. It's not like Miss ZZ actually told people, yeah, this guy stole my art, attack him, harass him, call him racial slurs, or anything like that. people just misinterpreted it. It's just crazy how Spete tried to threaten somebody because they mentioned him in a video. You know, I'm sure that Spete is just going through a lot of stress, you know, it was just a misinterpretation between Miss Zizi and him, alright? I'm sure he's fine, alright? I'm sure he's gonna turn around, accept that he was wrong, you know, that he was acting like, you know, out of order, you know, that he was mad, and that, you know, he can learn from this. I'm sure Spete will take the criticism. As if Spete was the grotesque and deformed love child of Yandere, Dev and Prismate Luke, Spete denied most valid criticism, told more lies, doubled down and then pretended he was the little uwu victim that was getting ganged up on. Delete all of his community tab, unfollows Harley TBS and turns off the comment on his other response video. To be fair, all of those did come from his second video, which I will not be talking about because Harley's already made a response. So instead, I will be responding to Spete's most recent video. At the time of recording, because we both know my timing is fucking ass, but also because I think there's another video coming soon, considering that there was already a full Twitch stream going far more in depth on this video. I was also in it, so you should check this out and also join my Discord. Maybe follow my Twitter, subscribe, and name your firstborn child after me. Spete's most recent video, I failed to make 1 point for 20 minutes, Schrodinger's legal action, I am Prismate Luke, I Don't Like Harley TBS is probably one of the funniest YouTube videos I've ever watched, mainly because it feels like Spete was high and probably also drunk while making this.
Harley, I think you should quit YouTube and go back to rapping.
Do you mind? You a pussy, don't do that fucking child shit. Not done though, I still rap, bro. I got titties on the map, yo. It's a trap, bro, like fate. Oh.
Alright, that was pretty cringe, but let's get back into the real topic.
An automatic character attack in order to ignore all valid criticism. Why does that sound so familiar? I wonder. This little bit at the start is also so funny to me because of something he says later on.
Harley TBS's latest video on me is absolutely insane. I'm just gonna be clear as day. He's lied throughout some key points in that video. He acts like semantics doesn't matter when it benefits him, and then acts like semantics does matter when it benefits Miss Zizi. He contradicts himself throughout the video. He acts like a hypocrite through most of it. And then at one point in time, he's attacking me for my thumbnails. And it's like, Harley, you've chosen to put lollipop in your thumbnails, bro.
Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Well, that's just wrong. The image used in the thumbnail is just an anime girl in a bikini. What the fuck is this guy's damage?
Video, you're like, oh, it's not a kid's game? When you've literally put a thumbnail on your channel with Friday Night Funkin' porn in it.
That's not porn. What the fuck are you doing?
I then in reply to another YouTuber said that he clickbaits porn of a kid's game for every upload, referring to Friday Night Funkin', in which I didn't mean that Friday Night Funkin' is a kid's game, so it's basically a kid's game.
Hold on a minute. Editor, rewind that.
I then in reply to another YouTuber said that he clickbaits porn of a kid's game for every upload, referring to Friday Night Funkin', in which I didn't mean that Friday Night Funkin' is a kid's game, so it's basically a kid's game.
Was that a cut? Now if you're a fan of the Definitely Bored Oranges brand, then you should know that I wouldn't let that shit slide. My man really went and cut clips to make it look like Harley was just saying it was a kid's game. That's crazy, bro. Thing is though, if you're going to remove context, don't make it so obvious.
YouTube, I'm in that category as well. The next thing we're gonna go over is just the bizarre lie Harley makes in his latest video. He's acting like I never DM'd Miss Zizi and that if I was afraid, I should have just DM'd her. Just check this out.
They should have just messaged Miss Zizi and been polite about it. They could have DM'd Miss Zizi very kindly and said, hi, I saw your video. I don't want this to come across the wrong way. I'm dealing with a copyright strike already that I'm worried might go to court. I'm afraid because some people are misunderstanding, not of your own fault, but some people are misunderstanding and thinking that I was the person who stole your art. I would just appreciate if you could cut me out of that video purely because I'm worried about losing my channel. I think that would be totally acceptable. I don't think it was fair to go off on Miss Zizi expecting them to know all this by default.
Wait, hold on. So now you're cutting apart clips and then cutting people off? Let's play the full clip.
I do want to be fair and as charitable to Spete here as possible. Spete claims that they were dealing with a party that was saying they were going to take legal action against them, and they were terrified because Miss Zizi was making a video and people were misunderstanding and thinking Spete stole their art, and Spete was worried that they might receive more strikes and lose their channel. I can understand that, okay? I can understand that Spete would be in a stressful situation, and I'm not saying that Spete's a bad person, but I do want to make it clear, if Spete genuinely was afraid and wanted themselves removed from the video because of that reason, they should have just messaged Miss Zizi and been polite about it instead of making out to be like Miss Zizi was a bad person, making videos about them and going absolutely off the rails against them. They could have DM'd Miss Zizi very kindly and said, "Hi, I saw your video. I don't want this to come across the wrong way. I'm dealing with a copyright strike already that I'm worried might go to court. I'm afraid because some people are misunderstanding, not of your own fault, but some people are misunderstanding and thinking that I was the person who stole your art. I would just appreciate if you could cut me out of that video purely because I'm worried about losing my channel."
As you can see, when full context is given, it is clear Harley was talking about how Spete went about handling his DM conversation with Miss Zizi, but to try and pretend that he is being lied about, he fucks up the context.
Okay, so we saw that, right? He says I should have just DM'd Miss Zizi, been polite about it, asked her to take me out of the video. Now let's watch his video that came out before that one, where he reads the DMs that I sent to Miss Zizi and acknowledges that they're fair.
Spete then DM'd them asking if they could be removed from the video, mainly because they were subject to harassment ever since, and a lot of people seem to believe that they were the person who stole the artwork. So far, that's fair enough of a response, and I can understand why Spete would DM them this if they were having this sort of issue. And while Spete does mention that they received a false copyright strike, which doesn't seem in any way related to Zizi or Zizi's fault at all, I wouldn't say this message was exactly harmful.
Harley's 2 videos he made about me are all over the place. He omitted the information about the DMs in his second video, even though he read them in his first video. I can only imagine he did this just to make me look worse, as if I never tried to DM Miss Zizi politely and settle this behind the scenes in order to make sure my channel didn't get terminated.
Wow, alrighty. So remove context again and don't even show the screenshots Harley actually had an issue with. It's actually baffling that you went this far just to avoid accepting any criticism people had of you. Spete tries to pretend he doesn't care and that he's above it all, but all of his actions say the complete opposite. He hides his sub count when he drops below 150k, he lies like all the fucking time and then spends 23 minutes talking about nothing, and I'm sure all of the criticism that people had against you will never come up again. Spreading more lies will definitely solve this.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
In his second video, he also acts like I could just mention the copyright strike and tell her how fearful I was that I might get another one. While in the first video, he's like, the copyright strike doesn't have anything to do with Miss Zizi. I'm not sure why he mentioned this. Isn't this everything that Harley says he stands against and why Prison Mate Luke was so bad?
Motherfucking show the evidence, you fucking asshole! He seems the only time Spete is comfortable showing parts of the videos when he can remove context to further his own points. If you can't, he'll just say things and just never back it up with any evidence. Like, what are you trying to pull? Do you think your fans are that stupid or something? Oh, sorry, the average Spete enjoyer has about 2 brain cells that they all share. Sorry about that.
Getting information wrong, lying in videos, manipulating information to make people look worse than they are. We'll move on though. I think these 2 clips side by side make this guy look ridiculous enough without me having to describe it in detail.
This can sum up most if not all of your entire video. Spete, your lack of self-awareness is comical. He must have just sat there twirling his mustache on his "when I spread lies on the internet" shit. Get the fuck out of here.
The thing about Just a Robot's video, I didn't mind because he actually had some valid criticism in it. The thing that I don't like about Harley's video is that he tries to paint me as this liar throughout both of his videos. Now, in this clip, he says that I'm lying because I said I never wanted to tell Miss Zizi that I wanted to sue her. And what I mean by that is I never wanted things to go that far. I wish things had been settled a lot earlier, that they were just easy.
Many people have said I could sue you for defamation and win because of the strike I'm dealing with.
I wish things had been settled a lot earlier, that they were just easy.
Sue you for defamation and win because of the strike I'm dealing with. Shut the fuck up!
I have admitted this before, and I will do it again here for some reason. Yes, what I said to Miss Zizi was about legal action in DMs. I told her that I would look into what I could do legally about the copyright strike if it goes through. I told her also she has no idea what a privacy complaint was and that her spreading this information on Twitter was a lie.
You sneaky little devil! Now you're using half-truths to bamboozle people. The second half of what you're saying is correct. However, he literally said he could take legal action against Miss Zizi because of what she said. Considering the circumstances, it was clear he meant he'd sue.
Because I hadn't threatened her with any legal action at that time. Was my response being like, oh, I will threaten you with legal action now that you've spread lies about me threatening you with legal action, the best way to go about it? No. Now, a lot of people want to twist this into I'm saying, I will sue you, Miss Zizi, when this is something I never said. I never claimed that I had the right to sue Miss Zizi. I never claimed that I had solid evidence enough to actually sue her. I just told her, hey, you're already spreading that I threatened you with legal action. Let me tell you that you could be in trouble legally from the information that I've gotten from people.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
All right, let me just describe what this actually is, okay? In the DMs, it says, I will be looking into this. I will pursue this if it goes through. I never said that I had solid evidence. I never said that I had the right to sue her.
I beg your pardon?
Bro, you just said you threatened legal action. You literally said that because of what people have told you that you can. What are you talking about, you hollow-headed me character?
I didn't say, Miss Zizi, lawyer up because I'm gonna sue you right now. There's a way that I worded it in the DMs that Harley's just not acknowledging.
Yes, and I'm sure Moist Critical said this too. Stupid bitch. Hey, don't gasp at me! Well, I'm sorry I didn't know you of all people are allowed to complain about clickbait. The same adult man who has porn in his thumbnails. Nah, it can't be you talking about clickbait because that would be silly.
Copyright strike can affect views, but this is what Harley has to say about it.
When you receive a strike, you can't upload for a week or so, and that's it. And then if you try to refute the strike, you can appeal it, and the other party can choose to take you to court or let your video go back up and your punishment is removed.
Harley, are you lying here because you know most people won't double check what a copyright strike is?
No, he might as well have just winked at the fucking camera while he said this. My brain, it's liquid,
Bottom feeder channels picked up this story and then talked about how we were gonna work together. I said, you don't know how to use quotes. I said that you're a sensitive content creator that overreacts to anything said about you.
I want to punch you in the face so bad right now, but I want to keep my job.
Listen, I'm done, okay? This entire video is just a cope with Spete hardcore projecting at every chance he's given. Spete, if you're watching this, I seriously think you should take a break after apologizing. Or even better, just quit forever, because this drama ended up ruining any and all good grace you've had with this community. What is worse is that this guy is just flat out lying to his fans and a large portion of them are eating it up. You've lied more than anyone else and it's finally started to catch back up to you, so I really can't say I'm upset that any of this is happening to you. Except stuff like harassment, because I don't condone that. You can pretend to be above all of this petty drama and keep posting your garbage tape videos, because this is clearly starting to get to you. So much in fact you used the tragedy in Ukraine just to stop Harley from responding to you.
Harley's constantly hiding, damaging my character behind the guise of I'm just giving him criticism and he can't handle it. Labeling somebody as a blatant liar is not constructive criticism and is only damaging their character. You are being extremely uncharitable and biased in your responses throughout both of your videos. To end this is extremely petty, and I do not care if I lose viewers, support, or subscribers. There are bigger things going on in the world at this moment, and this needs to stop.
She said he's a pussy.
Yeah, he's really walked out of this drama the winner. His subs are up, his views are up, and most importantly, he's totally not on copium. All joking aside, I don't want Spete to be cancelled. I just want him to improve. Please check out the people that helped me with my info by either providing evidence or videos. They're all linked in the description along with my Discord and Twitter. See ya lads. Spete hasn't followed me back, I take it back, cancel the bastard right now.